Today I want to share with you a versatile budget lens that is suited for everyday use. That is the TTArtisan 23mm f1.4, which can be found for about $100 give or take on the used or new market. I got this lens 2 years ago for just shy of $70. Looking at it, it is very aesthetically pleasing with the contrasting black and silver focus ring. And it has a nice clicked aperture ring to finish off the sleek metal design. I know this lens has a lot of mixed reviews. Some people love it and some people feel it has insurmountable flaws. Well, for my use case, I love it. This has slowly but surely become my go-to wide-angle lens. I've mentioned in other videos that when I started taking photos, I had a really tough time with wide-angle shots and landscapes. I just couldn't figure it out for a while there. That was true for this lens as well, which, as wide as it goes, that's one of its most prominent purposes. But I still fell in love with this lens because it's incredibly versatile. It can focus on things very close to it, making it kind of a very wide macro lens at times. It's pretty sharp and has nice bokeh, so at the start, I used it primarily for close-up detail shots. Steadily, I started to use this lens more and more, and as I got better with my wide shots and landscapes, this just became even more useful to me. Last year, my wife and I went on a little anniversary trip, and this is one of the 2 lenses that I brought with me. I took some of my favorite shots ever with this lens on that trip, just to solidify its place in my heart. It's got great character and captures a lot of light really nicely at f1.4. At the same time, it remains sharp, even open so wide, and paints a great picture for a landscape. I don't usually use the words paint a picture for a photograph, but if I have to describe the character of this lens, that's it. I even brought this on another trip that ended up being one of my favorite shoots ever as well. So perhaps I'm getting some results bias, but actually that's the whole point of it. I'm able to get some neat close-up shots that are detailed with that nice depth of field. But I'm also able to capture larger scenes all in one. All that I feel I achieve very consistently. And oh yeah, again, it looks really nice in the meantime. Some criticisms I've heard for this lens is that it's not always consistently sharp or has a weird effect where certain things on the edge of frame come back into focus. That's not a problem I've run into or noticed that I've run into. Maybe I should pay better attention. But as with any lens, my results have gotten better the more I've used the lens and gotten to know it. Take it from me for having used it for 2 years. I'm not a stickler for like ultra sharpness, but I actually consider this one of my sharpest lenses. I don't have any big budget super professional lenses, and I've detailed in other videos why that is, and why I'm perfectly satisfied with the sharpness I get with what I've got versus what a more standard professional lens might get. But I think these concerns are perfectly valid. I just personally haven't run into them. Honestly, to me, this is my easiest lens to use. Seriously, I mean it. I think the barrier for entry to get interesting images with this lens is very low. And the ceiling is pretty high for what you can get as well. All the more reason to call it an everyday lens. When I travel, I usually try to bring one wide lens, this one, into 50. I don't see any other lens taking its place for my wide angle choice anytime soon. So I recommend this lens to anyone at any skill level. It's useful to have no matter who you are. If you're learning and just starting out, it's budget friendly too. And if you're advanced and need something new to spice things up a bit, take it for a spin. You'll have fun. I hope you enjoyed this review of the TTArtisan's 23mm f1.4. This is the 3rd TTArtisan's lens I've reviewed, and I like, for the most part, all the lenses that I've gotten from TTArtisan. They are a budget-friendly brand that actually makes some really nice stuff that I think doesn't need to be overlooked just because they're budget-friendly. And no, I am not sponsored by TTArtisan, but I would be happy to be, honestly. Subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with my own work as a photographer and other videos just like this. With that, I've been Tony King. Thanks for watching.